And we're live. Hello, y'all. Welcome back to another 2040. I am your host, Danny, and this is my lovely divine masculine, Brooke, from Empress of Duality.
What up, you guys? I'm so happy to be here, baby. Thank you for having me on your channel. We gonna fuck some shit up tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, let me share this.
Wow. So I've got to get the link all set up for you guys. Just give me a second. We're going to wait, not wait, but chill out for a bit while we're waiting for people to come online. And let me see if I can copy, cut, and paste this sucker.
Alright, let me just post it in the Facebook group and then you will have my undivided attention. YouTube. Where is
Copy, cut, and paste, and save. Paste. Boom. So if you would like a 3-card pull for 20 or a mini read, you can find out how to do so. All you gotta do is click on that link in the comment section and we'll put you on the list.
And just so you know, the $20 reading is like a mini reading and the $40 reading is a full-blown mini reading. It's not always 3 cards.
We call it...
It's never 3 cards.
No, it's never 3 cards. We call it a mini reading too because a full-blown personal reading is an hour long.
And we use our gifts, we channel, we tap into your energy. We got Reiki if we need to. What's up, Aaron?
Aaron in the house.
Aaron, you missed my premiere that I just did. You should go check it out. You're going to see something that you like. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And thank you again for that.
So to open up, like we always do, we're going to do a collective reading and then jump in onto the list. So if you guys want to get on the list, you know how to do it. You click on the link and type in your digits.
First off, let's just talk about this energy today. I would love to know. Give me one word, y'all. One word to explain the energy that you are feeling today. Baby, what would it be for you?
Foggy as fuck.
Okay, so for me, like, we switch, I guess, back and forth, and it's good to have a support system where, maybe he's having a bad-ish day, and someone can bring, lightheartedness, support, and nurture, and, comfort and love him through his navigating his work, right? But I talked to some family members today, and it's so funny. I haven't called my family in a while, and today I just got the nudge to call my dad and I call my dad often, but he's the only one. But I call my dad and I call my mom, and stumbled upon the information that my sister, was being sent to another state for rehab again because she tried to kill herself. And that's some heavy fucking energy. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't been there, there's no way in hell you could ever understand what it's like to feel so low that you want to take your own life. Okay? That is heart chakra blockage, no connection to source and higher self. And, I just would like to know, again, give me one word for how the energy feels for you guys today. And today has been one of my good days, because let me tell you, the past 3 days... I've had to use every single tool that I could think of. I've had to deliberately make my thoughts shut the fuck up. I've had to deliberately go outside for walks and runs and because when we're exercising, it releases like beta endorphins, feel good energy, right? If you want to look at it that way. And sometimes that's how we get over the stump, y'all. Is exercising, getting our cardio up and sweating, and it's a release is what it is. It's a release, a way to release.
Hi Diana and Patrice and Brittany.
Hey Brittany.
Welcome you guys.
Hi Patrice. Heavy, Aaron said. Low, Patrice said low. Hi Diana, what's up, beautiful? I received those. My nephew overdosed this week and just turned 17. Patrice, I'm so sorry, love. I'm so sorry. And it's hard to explain to someone that doesn't truly understand our purpose here and who we truly are. It's hard for those people for me, too, my dad, he believes in God, he believes in Jesus, but to fully understand that that soul chose to do that, she chose that path for the evolution of her soul, and sometimes we fail. Sometimes we make mistakes, but it's not really a failure. It's just that's evolution, y'all. you know?
Yeah, and when you hit a low too, you can only go up, right? So you got to treat your lows with respect and love, and love on yourself through them, and know and trust that you're going to get through this, right? Like it's an energy that we all kind of have to go to in order to rise.
Yep.
Right?
That is the law of the universe. If you want to experience love in this universe, on this earth, there is a law to this universe. Polarity. If you want to experience love, you must know what it feels like to have your heart broken. And when you know that, it makes life so much easier because it's not personal. It's not personal, baby. It's not. It's just how the universe works, right? And, I would just like to say, for my sister, I didn't get to talk to her, and I have so much compassion and love, and, I'm sorry that she has to go through that. If y'all could send her maybe some love in the chat. My sister, to be able to recover, to see the truth, to find out who she is, If y'all could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. And I love you, Shannon, and you're going to be okay. And I fucking love you. Okay.
There you go. So this is 2040. 20 gets you a 3-card pull, which is always more than 3 cards, and I don't think there's a reader out there that can rate just 3 cards, but there's also the 40 option full mini reading. We're here for you guys. If no one jumps on the list, then we'll stick around and hang out for a bit. We're also going to be doing a collective reading, so no worries on that.
Thank you, Brittany.
The energy is absolutely in need of, what's up and what's to come. So we're going to fulfill that part of the mission for you guys.
Hi, Brianna. And yes, I would burn some sage too, Aaron. I love doing that. Thank you, Aaron.
I'm going to need some water, so I'm going to dip on you guys.
Thank you, Patrice. Well, while he's gone, let me just put into perspective this energy. How many of you guys have heard of an initiation? What does that mean? I guess you could say in a spiritual world. Okay? What is an initiation in the spiritual world, or spirituality, the evolution of your soul? What does an initiation mean? I would love to hear from you guys what you think that means. Drop it in the chat, and then I'll kind of tell y'all. I had a huge download the other night. It took me probably 4 hours to write out everything that Spirit was giving me, and it was beautiful, y'all. And I cannot wait to share it all with you, but there's no way I can share it all with you guys tonight, but I will hit on a piece of it, and I want to talk about initiation. So drop in the chat what you believe an initiation is. I'm excited. To fully become a part of. I like that. I like that, Patrice. Now, please, I hope I'm saying your name right. Or that was Diana. To fully become a part of. Diana, I feel that. I feel what you're saying. I like that. Anybody else want to take a try? Want to throw it out there? What they believe or feel like or might not know? Guess? Anybody want to guess what initiation is? To be initiated, what it means? Brianna sent a payment.
Cool.
A start of something is an initiation. Okay, nice. Brianna, Danny's checking your payment. Beautiful.
And you'll be up after
a formal introduction into the group of people who you are trying to become affiliated with. That's a good one too. That's a good one too.
Payment accepted.
Beautiful. So if we take all of those perceptions, that's spot on, you guys. If we take all of those perceptions and we turn it into the spiritual world, to the energetic world, an initiation, like Patricia says, you're trying to become affiliated with what? With love. That is what we're trying to embody. Unconditional love. However, we have many conditions. We have many programs, we have many fears, we have many doubts, we have many past lives where we've made the same choices over and over and over and over again, right? So the way Spirit put it to me with this initiation is we had a long period of kind of challenges from January. We've been challenged. Since January started, we've been challenged. We've had to look inside. We've had to collect tools to be able to deal with our emotions in a positive and healthy way. We've had to find ways of releasing in a positive way. We've had to find ways to maintain our focus on what we want to manifest, meaning we have to be aware of our thoughts, our emotional states, our behavior, and the action that we take. So this initiation, Spirit told it to me like a game. It's like a game, and you're on a level. Okay, so through January until now, we've just been going through the levels, collecting our tools, building up our character, building up our abilities, our gifts, our weapons, our defense mechanisms, right? That's what we've been building up. Like, not all at once. It's been this long span of it, right? But now we're at the end of the level where we're at the boss. Okay, think of Super Mario. You get through all the levels, you get all the extra lives, all the free men, right? The fireball, power, whatever. And then you get to the boss. And you have to pull out every single tool that you have acquired to beat this boss. It's like the ultimate test, the ultimate challenge, right? And it's challenging you to see how well you can navigate through lower vibrational energy. Because everybody in this chat, if you're a light worker, if you're a healer, if you do Reiki, it doesn't matter. Dealing with, transmuting, and initiating change to lower vibrational energy is a part of our journey. There's no running away from dealing with and transmuting lower vibrational energy. And we've gotten a lot of tools these past few levels. But some of us still, when we get to the boss, we forget our resources. We forget our support. We forget our allies. We forget to use our team. We forget to pull out the weapons that we have. We forget to put our shield up, right? It takes time to be able to remember all the buttons, all the different codes, all the different, different codes that you have to press to enact a certain whatever. Like, do y'all get what I'm saying? And sometimes when you get to the boss, you get your ass whooped. But then you go back to the journey and you remember the tools that you have. You keep your energy up. You know your resources. You know who you are. That's another thing, you guys, is you have to know who you are. If you're going to face the boss to fight and you are a magician, magic, right? That's what you do. You're like Merlin, right? You're Merlin and you're facing the boss. He has magic. And you show up and trying to fight with a sword. It's not going to work. You have to know who you are. You have to know your strengths and you have to know your weaknesses. And you build your foundation upon your strengths and weaknesses. That's how I would explain the energy that we're going through. You want to add anything to that, baby?
Oh,
I tried to shorten it because I know we're on your channel, but I tried to make it sound.
Oh, no, you can be as long as you want on my channel, baby.
Yeah.
I got some lip stuff. So I'm going to start dealing some cards. Brianna, you are locked in for a 40 spot. And, yeah. Collective energy.
Time to save Princess Peach. Yup. And I got so many other details and downloads when it comes to that shit, y'all, but...
Let's use the after tarot.
So what's your question?
Well, we're going to do a collective.
Oh, we're doing the collective first, okay.
Yes, we shall do a collective first.
Watch Spirit confirm what I just said. Do it, Spirit. Do it one time. I don't even know if I got any cards that would confirm what I just said.
The cards never lie.
Alright, let's start with these, I guess. So I'm going to pull the energy of the people in the chat. A general message for the people in the chat, please, Spirit. What do the people in the chat need to know most right now? Opening a clear channel of communication from you, me to them.
And folks watching the replay, what do they need to know?
Keisha, what's up, Mom? I hope you've been doing all right. You had a good week, and I hope you enjoyed your birthday a couple weeks ago. Come here, Carter.
Ooh.
I've been getting a lot of messages about this lately, you guys. I don't know why, but Starseed has been haunting me. We'll see what that's about. Messages for people in the chat, please, Spirit. Messages to push them to the path that they truly desire. Messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity. Oh.
Well, from what I'm picking up on this side of the table, is there is someone out there that has gone through heartbreak and has been disempowered. I've got the Three of Swords and the Emperor in reverse. So that disempowerment, right? Spirit's really trying to show you that there is great love before you, regardless of what you see in the present moment. The present moment can be an illusion that, you just want to stay focused in the now. And then really attune to what you desire, right? If you want great love, well, you have to experience heartbreak, like Brooke said, starting off the show. The Lover's card with the Ten of Cups in reverse. That is, yes, your hopes are dashed for the future. Yes, all those aspirations of you and this person have left you with an empty cup. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, looking into that cup that's spilled, truly the message for you is this is not a victory, even if, well, it's not necessarily a victory, but what are you trying to say, Ethan? Even though what it seems to be is a loss, is the absence of victory, is, you've put your heart and soul into a connection and you just didn't receive the justice that you were looking to obtain. Well, Spirit's saying, look, we're here with the Temperance card. We're here to balance out this energy. We're here to show you through the loss of this love how much love you have within and how worthy of love that you are of having. But it all starts with self. That's something that I not necessarily preach, but that's something that's been always coming through in my messages when we go through heartbreak and disempowerment, like because of that, we're just like, oh, we're lost, right? There is hope. The sun is here as well. And I'm going to switch just to show you the sun. The sun is here at the bottom of the deck, or at the bottom of the spread with the Nine of Cups. That's your wishes fulfilled, right? So you can look back on the relationship over and over and over again through your mind and allow those thoughts to overcome and overtake you and keep you in a state of desperation. But really, the inspiration that Spirit is trying to give you is, if you love on yourself first, if you move towards your greatest accomplishments, the energy that is going to come to you will match you. If you're shooting your arrows up in the air without aiming at something, with the Seven of Wands or Eight of Wands in reverse, right? If you're shooting your arrows up in the air without aiming at anything, you're not going to hit anything. So if you shoot those arrows within and you allow yourself to love on yourself and really chase after what you desire, what fulfills your heart, and what is true to your inner self and your higher self, then that is where Spirit can bring you someone that's a better match, someone that's going to match your energy. What's up? Oh, I forgot to switch it. All right, well, here's the Sun and the Nine of Cups. That's the cards I was going to show you. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess, right? That's your intuition. That's Spirit working through your higher self to lead you to that your best life,
And it's also with the high priestess, sometimes it looks hidden to the ego, to the eyes.
Yeah.
When the eyes perceive, when the mind perceive, it's hidden.
Because that divine plan is always in play for you. And even though we think that this is chaos, right? What we're going through is chaos, and it's disrupting your life, and all the time and energy you placed in someone else is lost. It's not lost at all. That time and energy that you placed in someone else taught you what, and it gives you now in retrospect the ability to go within and look at all those places where you shined in love, where your heart was beautiful and you were caring. And yeah, the darkness, there were dark times that you went through that you learned and grew as well. But it's not necessarily what they're not asking you to stay in that dark phase. What they're doing is trying to raise you up from that depths and show you that there is love before you. As long as you love on yourself 100%, and you invite that unconditional loving energy to you through the good times and the bad, those bad times lead you to better times than you've ever had in your entire life, even. And when at this point in my
comes with a sacrifice, though.
It does come with a sacrifice.
You best fucking believe if you feel like you're being initiated into something, there must be something sacrificed. What is to be sacrificed? Your ego's will for your higher will, for God's will.
So I'm going to leave it there and pass it over to Brooke.
Okay, can I get that vape real quick?
Yeah, sure. Where is it?
Right there.
Oh.
Okay, so people in the chat. First off, shout out to my motherfucking star seeds that weren't even born on this planet, but answered Mother Gaia's call to come and help and assist in raising the vibration of this planet. Okay, shout out to the fucking star seeds. I see you. Okay. Empaths, shout out to the empaths, right? Same thing. If you're a starseed, you're probably an empath. Light workers, wayseers, teachers, all of you guys are being called. All of you guys are being initiated. Okay? So that means there's probably challenge after challenge after challenge. But when you're triggered, your ego's will is in charge. So the first thing you got to do is recenter. First thing you got to do is get grounded. Right? Empaths, starseeds, when you're triggered, you cannot see things from an objective standpoint. You cannot see a higher perspective when you are personally triggered because it is personal to you. Okay? So for the starseeds and the light workers and the empaths, right now is a time. There's a couple of things, okay? Right now is a time for one, you have got to trust the higher perspectives, the guidance that you're receiving, the confirmations, the synchronicities. We've got to trust them, okay? But the reason we don't trust them is because our heart is closed. We're looking at things from our eyes. We're looking at things from our ego. Command your source energy center, your heart chakra. Command it to open. You can say that. You have the power to open your heart chakra. Command your heart chakra to open so that you can truly see things from a level of love. And then we got inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Starseeds, light workers, empaths. It's time to ground your energy. Go outside in nature and trust your intuition. I got two cards right here. I don't know if y'all can see those. Trust the Niggle and Akasha. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Your guidance is divinely guided. So that tells me something's coming up for you to look at it. But if you take it personally, you're going to continue to repeat the cycle. So when something comes up, find your center, look through your heart, command your heart space to open, call in your higher self, right? And tune into the portal of your heart. It's the only way right now. And don't forget your resources. Don't forget the support that you have. That's really important too. Right now, we can not only depend on ourselves. That's not how we're meant to work. We are one. We are one in the 5D and we are one here. We are a collective unit energy. We need each other, okay? So some of you guys got to learn how to ask for help. Got to be vulnerable. Got to listen to your intuition and ask for help, ask for assistance. And the other thing is this card right here. I'll do this one first. I don't know if y'all can see that. It says, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Nature has been my best friend recently, you guys. I get messages out there. I release energy out there. I ground my new integrated higher vibrational energy. Like, I'll go and meditate and I feel my body vibrating. I feel all of the codes and light codes and DNA shifts and higher vibrational energy integrating into my consciousness. And then I go outside and I ground that shit. I put my feet in the ground and I ground it into my reality, okay?
Today we went swimming and the water temperature was 84 degrees. Can you believe that?
It's beautiful.
It was 100 degrees out, like in the sun, but...
So,
wow.
The last thing for the people in the chat, this card right here is just screaming at me. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. If you didn't see my video that I just posted on Empress of Duality, and it was a channeled message from Spirit about choice. Choice is our point of power. Every single day, every single second, we're making a choice. Make a choice to look left, make a choice to look right. You know what I mean? Everything is a choice, and choices have consequences. Choices build patterns, right? So if you're tired of the same experience, trust the niggle. What is the trigger trying to tell you? And you have to deliberately, consciously change your point of focus, change your thoughts, change your belief systems, change the emotional state that you embody, change your behavior. You have to deliberately do that, and it's uncomfortable and it's kind of difficult, but it is that simple. And out of everything here, I think the most important message is this one right here, to dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Light workers, starseeds, empaths, highly sensitives. If you guys are feeling fatigued, if you guys are feeling tired, drained, what you can do is go for a run. Generate that energy. We have the power to do that. You do not have to sit and sulk. You can go outside and generate more energy into your consciousness and release it, right? And that's at the bottom of the deck, birthing a new age. I really love this card, but I guess I won't read it. I think I should, though.
Read it. Go ahead.
All right. This is for everybody. Everybody. It says, the initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Y'all ready for this yet? Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. You cannot take your ego's fears into that sacred place. You cannot. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed towards somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. You have to sacrifice your ego. Confirmation. Initiations, like rite of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardships that our heart cracks wide open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary. But once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it. And one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needed you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think.
Closer than you think, guys. So, Brianna, you're up. You can post your comment or your question in the comments.
It is crazy hot in here.
It is crazy hot in here. We're under a heat wave here up in northwestern Ontario. But it's a good thing because all the bugs are...
I'll be right back. I'm going to put some shorts on you guys.
Cool. You want to grab me some more water while you're up?
Sure.
Yeah. The good thing about heat waves up here is it transmutes all the bugs into unconditional love and sends them into their next journey. That's what it does. And wow, it feels different with Brooke not being here. I'll tell you that much. I feel a little lost. Where am I? Where am I? What is going on with me? Oh, there you go. That looks a lot comfortable. No, there is no more ice. My question is, what's coming up next for me and Aaron? We are not in communication since May. Well, that's not too bad. What is coming up next for Brianna and Aaron? I'm just gonna get on it while she's gone. Thank you guys for loving on us and being here with us too, by the way. We do miss you guys, and at least once a week we want to spend some time with you guys. It's crazy hot in southern Ontario. Well, Kate, I'm telling you, I don't know. We're not used to it up here. We usually get because I'm with Brooke, everything's Fahrenheit now, so we never get over 100 degree weather up here. And right now, it's just too hot. I think
it's only hot in here.
Yeah, and the window's open and everything. I think the most we get as far as heat goes is 80, and then we get a cool breeze off Lake Superior. So I got 2 cards so far, and I'm going to use this deck or I'm getting Honest Truth Tarot deck by Cherub Thunder. I got this deck gifted to us from Cynthia. Her channel is Cherub Thunder if you want to check that out, by all means. I got Freedom card and a peace offering. So at this time, the message I'm picking up for you right now is this freedom gives you a chance to explore yourself, to dive deep, right? The peace offering card, White Buffalo Calf Woman, I'm going to speak to that in a minute. And then under freedom is health and healing. You know, when I was in separation with Brooke for a whole couple weeks, and like I've gone through this twin flame journey quite a few times, and I never really understood why, I never understood the purpose for the first and second, right? And the purpose until I met Brooke, 40.
Ooh, 40. Oh shit.
The first time was to open my heart up to unconditional love and those teachings. The second time it was to awaken mission within me, right? And that second time really brought me to the lowest of lows that I've ever been, the darkest of nights of your soul, right? And that one was the one that cracked me wide open into spirituality. It got me interested in tarot. I was just going on YouTube to check my astrology through the fucking darkness. And I found tarot, and my story was over and over and over again, that repeat. Coming into your message, Brianna, is embrace the separation and really have fun in the freedom that you're given. Because when you don't have your perfect distraction in front of you, all you're left with is you, right? And how does that make you feel? Do you feel lonely? Do you feel afraid that you'll never find a great love like that again? Go into those feelings and allow them to be there. Allow this process to be a part of your story. And what's going to come up is like, do I really love myself? Can I look at myself in the mirror and say I love you and actually mean it, unconditionally? So if I go out and do something stupid, or if I go out on a night on the town and do something that I kind of like, oh shit, I shouldn't have did that, you know. Still having the love and compassion that your heart has been broken, or because you're not in communication, you know, that love that you had, that companionship that you could talk and reveal those things with, that is gone. Well, it's not really gone, it's within you, right? If this is a divine counterpart we're speaking of right now, separation not only allows us the time for healing, but it also allows their time for discovery of self as well, discovery of, you know, what needs to be changed in our life, in each of our lives, like on his part, I mean, more than yours, but wow, I'm getting all kinds of craziness cards coming out. But yeah, the retrospection, hindsight's 2020, and when you say, okay, well, this isn't happening to me, this is happening for me, and you go into it with that love vibration of like, all right, Spirit, I have been awakened to this. I have been awakened to the truths before me, and I'm asking my higher self. If you haven't asked your higher self's name, maybe that's one of the first things that you can do, is ask your higher self, what's your name? And then once that relationship is consummated with their name, you can speak to them and ask them questions and ask them to guide you through the pain of heartbreak. What are the messages, Spirit, that I need to hear from you to heal my pain and heal my heart and heal my loneliness? You know, it's okay to be alone, but it's not okay to feel lonely. That is something that is like a bright shining light within that wants to come out and shine without, and
Wow.
and you know, really change the way you see life and allow you to embrace not only the suck, but embrace all that you have within and without, right? Everything around you is a gift, and sometimes great loss, every time great loss means that there's so much to be gained. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. She has true love, romance, love yourself. Love yourself. Even in this moment, love and trust that everything is for your highest good. When you know this to be true, and this emanates from throughout your entire being, when you know everything holds a purpose, everything is here to guide you, right? Everything is here. Everything happens not only for a reason, but to give you the clarity on how, you know, to move forward stronger and more capable. There are messages here with the Page of Swords, messages of truth that will bring you this clarity. Knight of Swords, in reverse, is it's not taking outward action, but taking inward action is what they're saying. The Two of Wands is in reverse as well, and the Two of Wands is really going out and taking action, and like that's just a clarification of the Knight of Swords in reverse, going out and taking action and doing, you know, and going to him and saying, oh well, this and this and this, or sending him a 5-page email, trying to get him to see that, you know, we are good together, baby. You know, 10 of Cups. Well, the 10 of Cups is in reverse because
you should reach out to him.
No, I'm saying when you do that, it enacts the repellent, right? Of like, oh my God, like this is just it. I'm just being inundated. Yeah, there is a saying that when you love someone, let them go, and if they return, it's meant to be, kind of thing. You know, I thought it was corny all my life. I'm like, Jesus Christ, not that again. I love you, Jesus. I didn't mean to take your name, but to emphasize Jesus, yes, I love that, because Jesus is here to teach the masses unconditional love, and unconditional love for self is where it starts. That 10 of Cups that you seek is within as well. You just got to let go, right? This isn't a contest. This isn't a duel, even, you know? Sometimes when you every time, and even with Brooke too, I just released. I said, Spirit, you know, your will be done. And you have to really embrace that teaching. Thy will be done. Because there is a greater plan. And in every season there's a time. And that time will come. But it doesn't have to take action on our parts aside from healing our own selves and raising our own vibrations up and being that and listening to the messages through the heartbreak, right? The messages of your higher self that is calling you and directing you back towards purpose, towards mission. Those messages will get you back to a place where you feel confident, you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel loved, regardless if there's no one around you that is showing you love. You got you. And I don't know if I'm answering the question or not, but I'm gonna.
Can I hop in?
I'm gonna hop. Yeah, you can hop in, and I'm gonna take a look again.
Brianna, girl, are you ready? Are you fucking ready, Brianna? Okay, listen. Your current energy is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Underneath that is regret, and the answer is no. All right, so I got some channeled messages for you. Literally straight from Spirit for you, Brianna, okay? So when it comes to your twin, they want you to sit down with a piece of paper and a pen. Not a computer, a piece of paper and a pen. And they want you to write what your belief is when it comes to your twin. We're separated. That's what they said your belief is, right? And you telling that story of we're separated, we're not together, I don't know when we're going to be together, I don't know, all of that whole template, that whole belief system of we are not together. And then on top of that belief system, you are negatively, emotionally charging that belief system. Let me show you. Karmic partner and numbing. Numbing is probably one of the most painful emotions that exist, okay? And in the middle of it is self-worth. So the first message that I got for you, and here, I'll show it to you. Religious factors. For me, this is all about the spiritual path and purpose. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. When it comes to your spiritual path, are you really focused on yourself? Are you really focused on yourself? Because the first thing I think that needs to happen when it comes to you and your twin is write down the belief that you have. Write down the emotions that come up, okay? And just surrender. That's just writing it down. It will shift the energy, okay? It may sound silly, it may sound simple, but it works. The first thing we got to do though is admit, Brianna, admit that I am hurting. I regret that I didn't say this. I regret that I did say that. I'm beating myself up. I'm not fucking happy. The situation and the dynamic between my twin and I, there are no positive emotions. It is only pain right now. And I'm doing everything I can to numb it. And it's funny because all you're focused on is a separation, yet you're numbing it at the same time. You know what I mean? So the first message is to refocus on your own spiritual path. Okay? Your own spiritual path and your self-worth, right? And when it comes to the emotions, when you're writing and you start to write about your twin, write whatever you want to write. See what comes up for you when you go there. See what beliefs comes up. See what thoughts come up. See what emotions come up, okay? And that is what you are projecting onto the relationship between you two. And there's a law to this universe, the law of balance. We can't ask for union and project separation. We can't ask for union and think about how we are separated. We can't ask for union and believe that we're not together. We can't ask for union and love and a relationship when we are feeling empty and numb inside. right? It's the law of the universe, and it doesn't work that way. And the thing is you already know this, but you are denying your higher self, denying your intuition, because the overall energy is trust and you deserve love. Answer is yes. You have to face your grief. Okay? That is a part of the initiation process. We have to grieve who we were to step through the threshold of who we are meant to be. And there's no shame there. There's no shame there. There's no guilt, right? So the other channel messages that I got for you is to find a way to look at the situation between you two from unconditional love, meaning we chose to experience this relationship like this. Before we incarnated here, me and Alan, I think that's what his name was, me and Alan sat in front of each other and we decided that this is the best way for our souls to experience in this life, for the evolution of our soul, for learning, for growth, right? And honoring that. When you look at it that way, it's so beautiful. I get to experience my twin. Not everybody gets to experience themselves in another human being. Not everyone gets to experience that. So, the karma here. It's not that he is a karmic partner, but what is happening between you two is a karmic cycle. Now, let me redefine what karmic means. And if you didn't see my video that I posted today on Empress of Duality, go and watch it. But to redefine karmic energy in this numbing card, under the spiritual path card, karma is a result of the choices that we make, and that is it. It is not, I did this to someone, so it's going to come back to me. Sure, it's kind of like that, but it's our choices. It's our intention that comes back to us. Are you intending to love yourself by the way that you think about you, the dynamic of you and your twin? Are you loving yourself? Are you hating on yourself? Are you numbing your emotions? Are you running from your emotions? And then in return, seeing that reflected back to you, he's running from you, right? Karma is a result of the choices that we make. The choices of the way we perceive our circumstances. You can say, I'm in separation with my twin, and it is validated right in front of me. There's no denying that I'm in separation with my twin. We're not together, Spirit. I see it with my eyes. Even if it's validated in front of you, baby, you have a choice. And your choice in this world, your free will, is your point of power. Right? And you have the choice to accept it as it is, but you do not have to accept it as your truth moving forward, right? Take responsibility for running away from your emotions. Take responsibility for the negative thoughts and emotions you projected onto the dynamic of the relationship. Forgive yourself for whatever happened. Forgive your partner for whatever happened. And find a way to break this karmic cycle. And Spirit actually told me how you can break this karmic cycle, and it's very simple, but it's not always easy. But to break the current karmic cycle that you are in with your twin, it's going to take you feeling your emotions, finding tools and resources and people and yourself and ways of dealing with your emotions in a healthy way, a positive way. You have to feel them, okay? You have to feel the grief sometimes. And what's funny is once we allow ourselves, we surrender and we just feel our pain and we feel that grief of the ego dying, the who we were dying, we feel that grief. But then there's this rush of unconditional love that comes in with it. And it's so beautiful and it's so worth it. Good. And the last messages I have for you is life is speeding up with the antelope and the flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. This is the most important one. Do you mind if I read it, baby?
Sure, go ahead.
And then that'll be it for you, Brianna. I wish I knew exactly how to say your name, honey.
Brianna? I think I said it right. Elizabeth. Hey, you guys.
Okay. Brianna, there's a comment in there for you I just posted. So your last message with a flamingo. Embrace the in-between. Balance comes easily to Flamingo's spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can't see, even if it's validated in front of you, even if you are uncertain, you can choose faith. You can choose peace, right? You can be informed by what came before. You can be informed by what came before and plan for a future yet to be. But do not resist Flamingo Spirit's call to be fully present in the now, where the real magic happens. With one foot in the life you are moving away from, and one in the future as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions. Oh, K-Made to shut up. You make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Embrace the in-between, just like Danny said. The presence of Flamingo Spirit is also a sign that your creativity is arising within you and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here and in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of all that you experience in this in-between time. Beautiful. I hope those messages helped you. Beautiful soul sister.
I also pulled 2 cards. Love yourself first. It is safe for you to love. There's some confirmation right there. And then opportunity to forgive.
Said that, yeah.
This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. That's where they're trying to guide you to, is to a higher place of peace and compassion.
Elizabeth, what's up, baby? And Brianna, if you need any help, purchase the Journey to Your Weighted Fate session with us, and we will give you the teaching that we got straight from Spirit. Jesus helped me create it, a way to initiate change in any aspect of your life. It doesn't matter, especially with love, but we have a teaching to help you initiate change in your life. If you would like that, please hit us up and we would be more than welcome, more than glad to share that tool with you
and assist you. Yeah. So the list is empty. If you guys want to jump in real quick, I know it is hot in here, and I don't know if I can stand.
And the messages are flowing though. That's the good thing.
Absolutely, yeah. I think they flow better with heat, but because even in the dead of winter when it was cold out, it was hot in here.
Love you, Elizabeth.
But yeah, how to get on the list? Because the list is raring to go. No one's on it if you want to hop on real quick.
Brianna, you're so welcome, love. And like I said, if you need any help with that, because me and Danny, we had needed mentors. We needed help at one point. You get to a point in your journey where you do need assistance from other people. We're supposed to do this together.
I think we've got 4 right now.
We've got
on the go.
We all have keys and codes and transmissions that we relay to each other just by interacting. You can go walk by a stranger on the street and make eye contact and make an energetic exchange of information, of codes and keys. I'm telling y'all, shit gets deep.
We've got 4 of our own mentors on the go right now, and we've got.
Oh, I forgot about Lee and Cherry.
Yeah, and we have 4 that are mentoring.
Bernadette.
We have 4 that are mentoring underneath us as well. So, it's the wheel has been invented, and there's no reason to go through the struggles on your own, really.
Amen. Because someone's already been there, and they have the tools to assist you, so that you don't have to. It doesn't have to be suffering for you. Yeah, you do not have to suffer.
That goes for everybody watching too. Like
I know you're hot, but I just want to love you.
Yeah, when we were going through quite a bit, I knew that we needed mentorships right away. We needed it, and the ones that were meant to work with us came forward, and they were absolutely perfect and instrumental in bringing up our vibration, allowing us to see what was before us, because you can get caught up in the 3D easily.
There are some deeply rooted programs in the ego for past lives and choices that you've been making after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Yeah. But I can tell you what, if you resonate with Danny and I's energy, we are like the fast track of you've been making this choice for 100 lifetimes. Now is the time to initiate change, baby.
Yeah.
You're being initiated. It's time for you to upgrade. It's time for you to up level. It's time for you to use your tools and be the master manifester, emotional master that you are.
Bam. So we got a 20 that just came in. Let's see.
And if you resonate with us, then I can almost promise you that one of your weaknesses is processing emotions. So when we look at that, when we know our strengths and our weaknesses, then we know what to work with, right? We know that what we need assistance with. And if you resonate with our energy, then in this life, you're definitely being called to be to master your emotions, emotional mastery.
Elizabeth, you're up next, and then after Elizabeth, it's Jessica.
Okay.
Cool.
Ooh, Elizabeth, I miss you, baby.
What's your question, Elizabeth?
Ooh, as soon as baby, I miss you. What you doing? Hey, Elizabeth, I miss you. It's been forever.
That's a beautiful part of what we're providing here. You can get a taste of our energy, and then really make that decision, really make that choice for your highest good to work with us or not, and that's all up to you. We'll leave that on you.
But charger doesn't work anymore, baby.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. But Elizabeth,
and I just want to say thank you guys.
It did come through, Elizabeth,
so much for your donations. We appreciate all the support and abundance that you bring into our lives. This is our purpose, and y'all help us serve it. And I can't thank you enough for that. Not to mention, put food on our table, get us snacks, get us new cards, and we just appreciate you guys. And thank you. Love you. Elizabeth, what's your question, girl? Is the window open?
Yeah, all the way. I don't think it's going to get any cooler, though, tonight, so that's pretty much what we get. Oh, look at the moon. Yeah, there's no wind, and it's just stagnant.
It's beautiful.
I know.
It's kind of orangey.
Mm-hmm.
And like almost like it kind of looks like a full moon almost.
Almost a full moon. The full moon is like in a couple days.
You drink a beer. Smell like beer.
You drink it. That's your breath blowing back in your face. You drink a beer.
You drank some of my beer, didn't you?
Well, I had a swig.
I smell it. He says your breath blowing back on you. Fuck you, baby.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, shit.
And then Gina.
Twin flame divine fire in the house. Oh, shit.
What
We were talking about mentors. Shout out to Andra. What do you call him? Salandra?
Salamander. Sometimes.
And Andra. I can't even say it. Andra,
no, I know.
Alan and Sandra.
Sandra and Alan.
Sandra and Alan. We freaking love you guys. Thank you for showing up and supporting us. It's the full moon on the 5th. Okay.
Yeah. It's right around the corner.
There's a storm on the way. Michelle, I'm going to need you to keep it right on down there. Okay? Full buck moon on Sunday in Cappy. Really? What's a buck moon? Spirit told me today that I needed to check the moon cycle, moon phases. I'll just confirm that for me. I love you guys. We love you too, Elizabeth. What does Spirit have for me? General message or perhaps something about my mom. She has Alzheimer's and we are in a major transition together. Oh, I send you so much love and compassion for being so strong and going through that, Elizabeth. We see you. We send you so much love.
I know my grandfather had dementia.
Okay.
I think pretty much for 10 years before he passed, and that was quite the transition because he didn't really recognize or know people that came in the room. But he knew me. He always knew me, and that was beautiful. It touched my heart. I think it was Kim that was saying people with dementia, they lose that time and space, right? They kind of slip into, I'm guessing, like a fourth dimension,
Kind of.
where they have one foot in the other world and one foot here.
And
right?
they hear you perfectly. If you think that when you're talking to them that they don't hear you, they hear you 100%. They feel you 100%. But when they try to put their intentions and it filters through the sick body, they can't respond in a you know what I mean? They're not, their body doesn't allow them to respond.
And it's because they're in between worlds, right? So when they want to speak back to you, they have to come down to the 3D, but it's just like, it's so dense and they're so raised up, that it's just hard to move back in there. So really accepting that, okay, well, they are here, but they're also there, and it's okay. Everything is okay because they are there as well. So in this situation, see only love, because they have one foot or more than one foot. Half of them is in unconditional love, is in the higher ethers, right?
And the more you believe in the fact that they can hear me, they understand, they feel me, they know that I'm here, they're okay, they're not suffering. The more that you can believe that story in your head and generate the emotions to support it, you will see the dynamic between you guys change. You'll have those little moments of, oh shit, he knows exactly who I am and what's going on and everything. But you got to help him create that, right? He needs some assistance creating that. But with love, anything is possible, baby. Don't ever forget that.
That's her mother, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
So on that card, it says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love and that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamt of ways. So when I was in my grandfather's presence, I brought back the memories of when we had great times together. I brought back the joy of spending time with each other, even in the simplest of things. And it's funny too, the night before he passed, he came to me in the kitchen. I was like, his spirit did. And he was like, I don't feel like I did all that I could do. And it was super cool. I never really had an experience quite like that, but I was open to it now, right? On my journey, I opened myself up to these things, and it's the same with your mother. She can come to you and speak to you, even though she's laying in a bed in the hospital or something. She can come and speak and make amends or try and bring herself to a place of peace. Because when you go to the other side, or when you have one foot in the other side, you do have all these regrets that you wish you could have, you wish you would have, and that you're not at a place of rest. So you have the opportunity to put her at rest and say, no, Mom, I love you, and everything that you did for me, even when you yelled at me or spanked my ass, you really brought me to this place that I'm at now, and I honor you for that. Yeah.
So Elizabeth, I just read I love how spirit works. Sometimes I read y'all's comments and I get boom messages or like taps into your energy. It's so much fun. Anyways, Elizabeth, you said, wow, interesting. I was told that I could learn a lot from witnessing this. What I heard from spirit is there is some kind of gift within you, your gift, your abilities, that is being activated right now. So you may want to take time to really integrate higher vibrational energy, sit in nature, meditate, listen to binaural beats, listen to meditative music, and just kind of get in that state of just allowing the energy to integrate, right? And grounding it. But there is a gift that is being activated within you, within the dynamic with your mom. I hope that makes sense. So it's like there's a gift that you are being initiated into. It's like an initiation, right? But you have to be to a certain vibration, especially when it comes to self-love, unconditional love, thinking positively, believing in faith in God, right? There has to be a certain level of vibration to be initiated through that threshold. And through this experience with your mother, is your way of learning how to navigate your own gifts and abilities. He has energy work over there, and I heard energy work when in the from spirit. So I'm not sure exactly what that means for you, but something within the dynamic of your mom, it's a game, right? Remember, we're playing a game together. We chose our characters and we chose this format, these experiences, right? For the highest good of all. Even if it looks like suffering, it is done in unconditional love, and God can promise you that much. Straight from source. That was not my words. But there's something to do with energy work, learning how to energetically interact with your mom. How can you do that? Can you talk telepathically to her? Can you send energy out of your heart chakra to your mom and light her up? Give her, you know what I mean? I don't know how exactly that works. I'm not even sure what the gift is. It could just be integrating your empathic abilities, but there's something to do with the dynamic with your mom and energy work and your gifts. Okay?
So the message that I have coming through for you right now is come to peace with this stage in her life process. Rise above and be with her and bring her back to those times of great joy that you shared together, and raise her to a point where she feels at peace. That's the best thing that you can give to her right now, is to bring her to a place where you not only see love in her life, but she also sees the love that she gave in her life.
Now listen, if there were things that happened with you and your mother that created grief, go in there and talk about it. Be bold. See things from a higher perspective. See it from love. Help her heal, right? Help you both heal. Go in there and say, hey, Mom, I remember when you did this and this, and it really hurt me, but I want you to know that I forgive you, and I'm grateful for everything that we've been through, because it made me who I am. It made me stronger. It made me more aware. It helped me develop my gifts. Sometimes you need to recognize and acknowledge the grief.
I love you even still, Mom.
Right? And then sometimes you need to go in there and bring up a happy memory and just feel it like you're there, and literally generate those good feeling emotions and positivity, right?
And you'll see she'll guide your thoughts to her lack in life, right? Those circumstances that she regrets and she wants to make amends to. And you can bring those up. Like, if you feel into it, you bring yourself into a meditative space. That's her speaking to you, And you'll be able to feel her presence even at home. And you just speak to her and show her the gifts that she brought to you, and comfort her that way as well.
So I just got another message, Elizabeth. A lot of these messages are channeled, meaning not even channeled, like my higher self is talking to source and telling me what to tell you. Same thing with Danny.
And
a lot of these messages are straight from source, so they want you to kind of rewatch, and you'll hear them in different energies every time, right? Because before we get up here, y'all, we set the intention that spirit or our higher selves give these messages with the utmost precision and accuracy in a way that our viewers are able to receive the messages and the energy coming through. Because I can talk to you all day, but if you can't receive what I'm saying, I might as well be talking to a wall, right? So they just wanted me to invite you to kind of like check back in the messages, and you may hear them a different way or feel them a different way.
Well, we kind of are talking to a wall.
Is that a 20?
That was a 20.
So
thank you so much, Elizabeth. I hope those messages helped you.
Love you. All straight channel messages, girl. You must be tapped in, tuned in, turned the fuck on. You need to trust it. Trust it, trust it, trust it.
So, Jessica F., you are up. What is your question, love?
I love seeing all you guys in the chat. Elizabeth, Gina, Diana, Sandra, and Alan. Oh, where's David at tonight? I miss David. That's my dude now.
I seen him.
Love me some David.
Well, he was on K-Moon and he was on Sherry and Lily yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he just pops up to say hi.
Oh, wow. This is your first reading, Jessica? Yes.
Yes.
1010. Welcome. That's interesting. 1010, the number 1010 may have some messages for you. You can go on Google and put in angel number 1010, meaning, and go to it and see what it says. First time doing a reading with you guys, but But I always super enjoy your energy. Thank you so much, love. Just wanted to see what comes through from spirit for me. Okay. Can I see your phone for a second?
Sure.
I really wish mine wasn't dead. Is
Well,
there a charger over there?
You can use that. No, I don't have a charger.
What you doing, baby?
I don't know. I got this feeling it's love.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
What
I'm just
going
gonna.
on? Where's your like Safari or whatever?
Google.
It didn't work. It was look at that. What is that?
That's just type in what you want.
Oh. Oh shit.
Let me see. Mystic Moon Twin
All
Flame
right.
Journey Tarot.
So, Jessica, the first message that I got for you is it is a time of personal development, spiritual awakening, and enlightenment. Keep your thoughts, focus, and intentions on your soul mission and life purpose. Your elevated vibration will attract abundance and positive energies into your life. So what they're telling me right now, Jessica, is you kind of are a negative thinker sometimes. And listen, the only reason I can identify that energy so quickly is because, tell them, baby, okay? I'm the queen. I'm a Scorpio. I'm the queen of negative thought forms, okay? I don't really want to... Anyways, but... there's something specific with you, Jessica. They're wanting you to focus somewhere specific.
Forgiving and learning and deception in reverse.
With a person. Mother?
Pass me the new deck.
Parent? Is there something going on between you and someone you are close to? Something that's kind of challenging or negative? I don't know where they're trying to take me. But if you could help me out, maybe I can feel through the vibration. Some kind of worry and fear of loss and lack when it comes to a specific person. Here, you can take that back, baby.
Sure.
Does that mean anything to you, Jessica? Exactly. Okay. So now it feels like a relationship that you had in the past, that there's still some grief you're holding on to, and it's affecting your current life now. And there's some forgiveness that needs to happen. Past person, past relationship. And I feel grief. I think it was a sexual relationship. Maybe someone cheated on you. I don't know, you're gonna have to help me out, Jessica. But whatever it was with this person, when it happened, if you found out some information or if you saw something, whatever interrupted the relationship, when you found out, it almost like, you know that feeling when someone tells you something really bad and your stomach drops and you almost want to throw up? Like, that's how it hit you. What was that, Jessica? What am I talking about? You feeling into that at all, or you want something else?
I don't know what I'm in yet.
Okay.
I don't know why this phone keeps acting up.
Spirit, if you're going to bring this up, can you please tell me who you are talking about? Specifically, who are you talking about in Jessica's life?
She goes, maybe my DM we dated
20
years ago and I bailed.
All I keep seeing is just like whenever it happened, there was like this blow up moment. I see fucking you throwing a phone, and not you don't necessarily have to have been throwing a phone, but that's just the images that they're giving me of just like boom, something blew up, and you're like throwing the phone and like pissed off and walk like you left everybody and went and walked by some water. Like I don't know where they are taking this, but I'm about to cut it off and just see what I get. If you can't understand what's trying to come through.
So I've got the moon card here clarifying with the King of Cups, emotional mastery. So sometimes we tell ourselves a story, right? There are assumptions that come into this story, that come into play, that we aren't truths, but they're truths to us because we believe our own story, and it may not even be what's really happening, right? And there is a recognition that needs to take place in order, and gaining a higher perspective on these things that are happening in your life, these shadows that are coming up, right? Spirit is saying it's a calling to master these emotions, right? The feelings that, or the triggers that you're going through, the emotions that are being brought up to become one with and at peace with.
He can't make the shit up.
And to teach you.
Comes out as I'm shuffling, or as he's speaking it.
There are opportunities of forgiving and learning.
Yes.
There are opportunities to really say, look, okay, I am a great storyteller, and I can spin something 10 ways from Sunday in my mind to the point where I actually fucking believe it. And it's based on how much truth? How much truth is it based on? It's based on all these assumptions that I keep spinning through my head. And where is the strength in that? All it is it's debilitating. The temptation to keep slamming these things into your subconscious mind, or your subconscious mind slamming them into your conscious mind. And there comes a point where you need to say, all right, look, have the courage, and this is spirit here. I might read this card. I'm gonna feel it out, but have the courage to ask for and accept help. And that's really, when it comes to mastering your emotions and stuff, that's really saying, look, I can't do this. I can't do this by myself. I need help. Sometimes your pride and ego says you don't need anybody but yourself. And sometimes that's true. And sometimes it yet again is another assumption that your ego is trying to feed you to keep you safe from, more harm in your life. And sometimes you just need to say, you know what, fuck it.
20.
There is no shame in gaining help.
Can't make this shit up. Cannot make this shit up. What have I been talking about, Jessica? Telling you there's something, and he's bringing it up too, but he's not saying it the same way. But what we're talking about is the same energy, and it's a past energy. You feel it as a past energy that she's still emotionally attached to? Yeah,
I can feel it. It's coming up for healing, I'm pretty sure. And so no more complaining about the situation if that's what's going on. If you can shoot us some feedback, that'd be cool too. But complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch the positive affirmations blossom into reality. We teach this in our mentorship program as well. It's truly, look, things have happened, stories have been told, thoughts from looking back in the past have morphed into a story that is like so far from the actual truth that it has become truth. to you. And then accepting help is, really saying, okay, pride, okay, ego, I need you to take a back seat because I deserve better.
Yes.
I deserve to rise above these things. And I really need to heal this in order to move forward in my life, right?
There it is, Jessica. There it is. Yes, that is exactly what Spirit is bringing up. The relationship with your mom and your sister. Now, you said, my mom passed away 2 years ago. I just did a massive process of forgiveness with my sister. Your current energy is healing family issues. Okay? Clarified by forgiveness and action. That's exactly what you just said you did, right? Beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. And Spirit wanted you to know that that is the way to release the negativity. This is the devil card. To release yourself from the chains of your past, of whatever happened in your childhood, right? And it's really testing you. This is the influencing energy, the devil in the reverse. So the influencing energy right now is trying to get you to forgive, to move on, to change the pattern, right? And with the influencing energy being let go of control issues, that might be a challenge for you, letting go of control issues, because your ego really likes to maintain control. My mom came to me in a dream wanting me to uncover something within the family, and I healed. Yes, good. You are spot on. Spot on, Jessica. So what were they?
Yeah, so when it comes to have the courage to ask for and accept help, really, Spirit, you've done the first step by getting a reading to bring this out. But asking for help can be as simple as, having a relationship with your higher self and asking for guidance to come through that way as well. Your higher self is always trying to get you and nudge you towards, that release.
I feel like that's for you to read.
King of Pentacles. You feel and that? Temperance.
Under the forgiveness, look, there's 10 of Cups.
Yeah, there's great happiness to be had here through that release. King of Pentacles in reverse.
You're completely taking why I was like seeing shit getting fucked up, Jessica, is because you are literally breaking down every foundation that this family was built upon, because it was not built upon unconditional love. There was a lot of conditions growing up. There was a lot of judgment growing up. There was a lot of whatever, right? Insecurity, beating up on each other, not being there for each other, right? And those moments where you felt left alone, those moments chained you into that timeline, right? So it's like you're going back to the past and unchaining yourself, reconnecting with yourself. And I know that's a little deep, but I feel like Spirit wants you to get that message, because sometimes we just activate. We're consciousness activators, and we activate things within your consciousness. But with the King of Pentacles being here as your current energy, you're just ripping away the old construction. You're redefining love, right? And it's all influenced by the divine, by God. And it's going to lead to the 10 of Cups. I can't make the shit up, right? Can't make the shit up. And the binding energy to your current person, I'm going to assume it's your sister, is getting to know each other. I feel like you two kind of grew apart and you don't really know each other on a personal level. Sometimes it gets a little awkward, gets a little uncomfortable, but you're learning to recognize each other. You're redefining the relationship. You're redefining love. And just continue to be devoted to unconditionally loving her, unconditionally loving yourself. And this is what you will get in return. That's all about family, the 10 of Cups. Healing family issues, let go of control issues, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And for whatever reason, that is very important for you right now, Jessica. You are ascending, but do not numb the emotions that you feel, or you will continue to be bound. So you're going to have to tell your ego to let go of the control and allow yourself to speak to your sister how you feel, your emotions, right? And express your emotions with conviction and confidence. Not ready to have her energy back in my space. Well, I'm just showing you, baby, that's the ego, right? You can either let the ego make your decisions and your choices, or you can surrender the ego's fears. Surrender the fucking burdens, the pain, the lack. You can surrender all that. This is your opportunity to do that. But it is your choice.
Yeah.
It is absolutely your choice. And I see right here with the action in reverse that you don't want to do it. But look what's under it, girl. Look what's under it. Temperance and the Ten of Cups. The decision is yours.
Well, you know,
Yes.
and then that's your sister's choice. If she doesn't want to talk to you, then that's okay too. But it's a great place to prepare for that talk to come, right?
And remember what you are projecting. If you're sitting there believing, our beliefs create our reality. If you believe, my sister doesn't understand me, my sister doesn't want to talk, my sister doesn't want to be a part of my life, you're projecting that energy and it's blocking her from ever being able to do anything, right? So you have to be careful of our energy and where we throw it.
So when it comes to family, family can become one of the perfect reflections in our life to show us what needs healing within. And it's because they're so closely in contact with this and have similar energies to us. You can really, if you stand outside of the situations and you look at the thoughts and emotions and feelings that you've had towards her and that she's shown towards you, there are lessons there that, you know, okay, well, through this perspective of holding it outside of myself now, not allowing it to like gain any momentum in energetic kind of negativity or even positivity, just holding it in a neutral space and going through those situations that happened, right? Where she showed frustration or what have you, and how that made you feel. Those feelings are your guide towards your inner healing, right? And really, that's where it comes first, is taking out the stories that you've told yourself. I do see self-deception here. So it's stepping away from the assumptions and that self-deception and truly, you know, really going through that energy.
The identity.
Piece by piece.
The person that you identify as when it comes to your sister. Who are you? That story. That's the story that isn't true. That's the story that's got a wound underneath it. And that's the story that's blocking, right? So that's where you got to heal and focus. And the last three cards I have for you are soulmate. You and your sister have done this many, 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 many lifetimes. You and your sister, this soul bond and connection that y'all have together, all the experiences in every single lifetime that y'all have had together, it's still there. Whether this could be the one, this could be the life where everything comes together, where the karmic pattern, the choice that you make. If you have not seen my last video on Empress of Duality, go and watch it. It's a channel message from Spirit. Your choice is your power, and it is your choice to give the relationship a chance. Even if there is validation right in front of you that she does not want you to talk to her, she does not want this, she does not want that, energetically or physically. What is your choice? How do you want to show up? How do you want to perceive it? What would you like to experience in the future? And focus there. Create it, right? Create it from love.
So there's some action for the work that you're about to do. Yeah. Write out the situations. Go into the darkness and the depths of those things that you and your sister have been through, right? How they made you feel, how they and express them. Cry, scream, express those feelings as you're writing. And then take another page and write all the light that you see out of each situation you guys have gone through. Try and dig in and ask your higher self to show you, to guide you to all the learning lessons that are unfolded within each of those situations. And then you can take you keep the light work. You can keep that to remind you and to show you why these things took place, and then take all the dark stuff and burn it.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
On the full moon, you can release it up to the full moon.
Jessica.
On the 5th, and really just allow that release to take place, and wipe your hands of it and say, "Look, I'm at peace with you, sis.
Surrender now."
You don't have to message her, talk to her at all. This is all energetic work that's taking place.
Girl,
I love you, sister. Through the depths of everything that we've been through, we are always here for each other, and I honor you for choosing to come into this life and allowing each other to teach these things. Yeah, play that role and teach these things in this lifetime, so that the lifetimes to come aren't hindered by these things again.
Yes, Jessica, it is not a coincidence that this is all coming out on a full moon. And surrender now, moth spirit. Learn from the past. See the bigger picture and take the leap of faith. Beautiful. Do that release on the full moon. Write it out. Write it all out. Burn it. Make sure your intention is clear. Make sure your intention is pure and from your heart. And you will be amazed at how you can manifest. When you manifest from your heart space, you're unstoppable.
For real. Thank you so much, Jessica. We were honored that we were your first read.
First read with us.
With us, yeah.
Yes, Jessica, I love you. If you need any other assistance, you know where to find us. Good luck. I think you know exactly what you need to do, and I think your guides are going to assist you in the ceremony that you can do on the full moon. You got it, girl. You got it. This was all just confirmation and a little bit more clarity for you to kind of understand the intention that you need to set for the full moon.
And there is so much peace heading your way. Like, I'm in a pretty good space right now. Energetically, I feel at peace, and I feel that sense of release now. So you've got some good stuff coming for you.
That's in the cups. Won't playing no games.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
So Denise, you're up next. You asked for
I love you, Jessica.
Any kind of messages that comes through, as I need some guidance currently. Thank you. Okay. If you want any, like, we can pull cards if you want to get any more specific. Okay. By all means, yeah. But yeah, here we go, Denise.
A little bit.
I'm just
because we were all up in Jessica. Now we were all up in it.
Oh yeah.
We like to go deep, Jessica. You like it deep, Jessica? Wait, let me stop. Jesus.
The blood of Christ compels you.
Oh, I think Jessica's got a nasty side. She got a nasty little humor side to her. Maybe it's Denise. I don't know who I'm tapping into at this point.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Jessica. We love you.
Okay. I'm thankful for any kind of message that comes through. I need some guidance. You wrote that so beautifully. So Denise, there is something special and unique about you. And the only reason I can recognize it is because I have found it in myself as well. You are someone that probably carries, instead of a green heart chakra, a pink heart chakra, because there's just that innocence, that childlike purity that goes into your intention, into your words, into the way that you interact with people. There's just an innocence and a purity there, right? And that's powerful. It's a very powerful gift to have. Okay, so let's see what else we get. Denise, ask your questions. We can tag team, girl.
Oh yeah.
We'll post some shit up. Let's tag team.
This is WWF.
Ask your question, baby. Denise, ask them. Be specific. And thank you for allowing us to play in your energy.
There you go, baby.
Will she make it? Bang!
I was like, please.
Ooh, sorry, Mike. Bankroll.
I really like the bottom of the deck. So the cards that I got until
I'm gonna wait for her to ask a question.
If you want to get specific, I'm just gonna roll with it right now because I think this needs to come up before any clarity comes out. But I'm really feeling through the cards right now that there is some guilt that's kind of holding you back. I've got the Peacekeeper card here. I don't know if you can see them with Brooke's head all over that thing, but I've got the Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Let go of the need to be right. That beautiful, strong, peacekeeping woman there.
And I'm interpreting that as in you try to please a lot of people. You try to do what's right, but now is the time to do what's right for you to keep the peace inside of Denise.
Mm-hmm. And then let go of guilt.
Mm-hmm. You are good enough.
You are good enough.
Whether you did it right, as someone else would say, or not, doesn't make a fuck.
This one here says, when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done.
Amen, baby.
And trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from the past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them.
Yes, girl. And Denise, I invite you so lovingly to consider getting into the mentorship with us. We can help you when it comes to emotional mastery and expressing yourself and removing any blocks. Danny can do Reiki, and I can do like guided meditations to get you in a state of releasing any guilt, any stagnant emotions, just bringing things to the surface, right? So I really invite you to consider working with us, and we would love to assist you.
Now, Denise, guilt and shame is at the lowest vibrational scale. Mm-hmm. On the, what scale is that? Some dude's name scale. Mm-hmm. So really, that doesn't serve you in your best life. With the Sun card here, enjoy success and happiness, and then visualize abundance in all forms, right? Spirit's really saying, and then the bottom of the deck, intend and create. So what you hold within you is creating. So if you're stuck in guilt and shame, then that guilt and shame will create more guilt and shame, and it'll hold you at that lower vibration. Spirit's really saying, look, you need to rise above this.
And if you don't know how, now is the time to link with people that have the tools, because all I can hear in my mind, I'm trying to tap into your energy, and all Spirit's telling me is the change initiation process, which is a tool that we created for this exactly. So if you feel guided, please hit us up.
They want the best for you, and you holding on to this energy is stagnancy, right? They want you to enjoy success and happiness. They want you to have a beautiful life. They would visualize abundance in all forms in whatever deficit that you're in, right? And whatever's holding you back. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality.
Because of that purity, the pure place that you come from, but the guilt and shame is blocking your heart chakra.
Hold a steady vision of what is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. So it's changing your belief, changing your intention of, where you want to go in life, allowing your heart to guide you that. And then at the bottom of the deck, I have the gratitude list.
Is that not the change initiation process?
Oh, it is.
God.
Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing on gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. Beautiful card.
But sometimes our programming, you guys, and this is for anybody, sometimes our programming and conditioning and conditioned emotional responses to others, conditioned behaviors, conditioned thoughts of ourselves. Maybe you've been told you're not this, you're not this, you're not good enough, you never do anything right. Why couldn't you just do this? It was so fucking simple. Why did you fuck it up? Like, you know what I mean? And then we're conditioned that way. We believe those things about ourselves, and it's so deep and deeply rooted that you have to have the mind, the mental, the human part of you has to have consistency to rewrite and redirect those neurons in your mind to perceive yourself and circumstances a different way. Some people don't really know how to do that. You can say, yes, shift your thoughts, but it isn't that easy. So sometimes we need tools. Sometimes we need affirmations. Sometimes we need new belief systems that we write for 21 days straight and we program it ourselves, right? Sometimes we need assistance from a mentor, and you just gotta, that's it. That's really it.
That's it right there. Yeah. Closing message.
Contemplation. Think about it. Think about it. Muse. Unlocking who you truly are behind all of the guilt and the shame and the unworthiness, with the self-worth being here in the reverse. The bound card, the devil, right? Being chained to stories and narratives about yourself that are not true. And it's to a point where you need help releasing the identity that the ego tells you who you are. And it all comes down to abandonment, okay? There was one moment in your life where you felt emotionally abandoned, and it is rippling out this pattern, this cycle, right?
So, action for you over the next week, let's say, Denise, is watch what you write. Because I'm moving forward, but someone can't because he is still holding back and I feel it. Then write it in, what do you call that?
Even though I feel like, if you want to continue.
No, I was meaning to write, he's moving forward, but I can't because I still hold back and he can feel it, right? That's really teaching you that whatever you see them doing, that's your perception, and the mirror coming back from what's taking place is you're holding back from yourself. You're holding back in your own life, staying in guilt and shame.
And I want to say, I just want to say it a little bit differently. It's the same thing he just said. But the mirror, he is definitely mirroring something back to you. But it's not what he's doing that's the mirror. It's when he does what he does, what does it trigger in you? What thought forms do you start to have? What perception do you have when he does what he does, when he leaves, when he's holding back? What emotions do you feel?
Right.
What thoughts do you think? That is the mirror.
Mm-hmm. So it's a beautiful opportunity to look within, and then you can even write all the things that he's doing out on a page, and then take the him out of it and put I, and then you can start seeing. What's that?
I've never heard that.
That's the mirror, right? You're seeing the things that he's doing because you're looking into the mirror, and they are your thoughts on what he's doing, but you're really looking at yourself and what you're doing, and in there is the key to unlocking, your freedom, your peace, your happiness, your gratitude. You can burn that list too on the full moon, but really that is how you unlock yourself and free yourself from this shame and guilt prison that you self-impose.
So, simplest way to say it, Denise, is it is time to accept the truth. It is time to say, I feel fucking guilty. I feel shameful. I feel like he's running away from me. And even though I can't see how it could ever be anything good or positive between us, then what do you want to create? I love and accept myself unconditionally. I love and accept myself exactly as I am right now. Like, that's the kind of things that we would help you with. But just long story short, it's time to accept the truth, admit the truth, admit all of the thoughts, admit all of the feelings of the truth.
Take responsibility.
And then understand that even though that was true, even though it feels true, it doesn't have to be my truth moving forward. And what would you like your truth to be moving forward? I love and accept myself unconditionally. I'm thankful for the unknown, and I trust myself to take aligned action, right? Those kinds of things.
Beautiful. Denise, thank you so much for allowing us to read and bring you the messages. That is it for everybody on the list. And I guess
anybody else?
Anybody else? This is last call. Last call for.
So last call, and then you're gonna maybe do some.
Oh, we could, yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. I
need some more water.
I just need a breather. It's hot.
Me too.
Quit drinking so much water.
I need a breather too. Wait, just because this is my channel doesn't mean I have to sit here for 2 hours. Anyone else? Last call. This is the last call. Last call for readings. Going once. Going twice. Oh my God, I can't wait for water. Ooh. You sent for a reading, Gina? All right, I'll take a look and then we'll get to you.
Is this cold? I don't know if it was cold. I think I may have fucked up.
Yeah.
And I spilled water on it.
Oh my God, the struggle. Now that is weird, dude. I think my PayPal is going through the motion just like Brooke's now. Let's see. Your activity. Yeah, Gina, I don't see you here. Just wait. When did you send it, Gina?
Oh, Gina sent one?
Yeah, but I don't see it. What? Oh, it's on Brooks.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Gina Marie.
How much did you
doing, baby?
How much did you send? Her phone is dead.
Yeah,
That's why we kind of went this way instead, but
did you do 20 or 40, Gina? And what is your question, my love? And yeah, I get to read from my sister. I already feel it. I think Spirit's got some messages for you. Oh shit. Was it a 20 or a 40? My phone's dead, Gina. Sorry. Who?
Jessica, the one we read for.
Recall.
Recalibration.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, what's the dollar amount, and then you can post your question.
In a general, cool. Okay.
All right, cool.
Gina.
Cool. Let's see what we got. You get a card from the new deck. I'm gonna crack this deck
Gina,
out.
first message that I got for you is they need you to do more physical activity because you're integrating higher vibrational energy and codes, light codes, upgrading your gifts, upgrading your defense and your shield, right? Just upgrades, right? And there is some energy in your body, in your physical body, that is stagnant. And again, the only reason I can recognize this energy is because me too. Like, you can ask Danny, I've been doing different stretches, and it's that simple, just stretching your body, stretching your muscles, doing some yin. I don't know if you've ever heard of yin. It's not yoga, but it's called yin, and it's basically just stretching. And the reason and the purpose for it and why they're telling you to do this is that stagnant energy. If you get your body moving, if you stretch, if you work out, if you run, if you do some yoga, some yin, it'll get that energy flowing again. And then your chakra system will balance itself out just by moving your body, okay? And especially if you're feeling like really tight, maybe fatigue. They're wanting, it's because of that stagnant, icky energy, and it needs to be released. And there's no judgment there. We're all going through the same thing. And just move your body, okay? Move your body. Dance, girl. Okay? Shake that ass.
Move your body.
Okay? Do what you gotta do. And just get that energy flowing. And one thing that I love to do, and I can send it to you if you would like me to, is I do a chakra balancing yoga. And it's only 30 minutes, and it balances every single one of my chakras. It grounds your energy. It connects you with source. Beautiful fucking yoga. But just let me know how you feel about that.
So I got 3 cards for you. I've got God is your source. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. With that source energy, that's really speaking to what Brooke was saying. Source energy has the healing power to move blockages. You have to be able to call upon and ask for, right? Ask and you shall receive, in order for those things to start to flow again, right? Your higher self is willing and ready to speak to you only when you hold the ability to listen. If you don't hold the ability to listen, then
I got that message too.
Source enacts a tower to take place, right?
Well, it's just the law of balance. You're blocking, so you get blocked.
So in order to push it through, they drop a tower on you to move that energy, that stagnancy within, and then it pushes that outward with extreme force at some points in our lives, and then that allows the flow, and it allows us to be more sensitive to what they're trying to show us, right? Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. Sorry, I couldn't think there for a second.
I was trying.
All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. And
right now, you are being called to balance your energy, to clear. You know how to clear your energy? If you don't know how to clear your energy, hello, we got you, okay? But right now, it feels like you're being called to clear out your energy, your chakra system, and balance them out, because some of your chakra systems are working from the shadow side. Law of attraction at the bottom of the deck. So also, real quick, this is just like a random message. Spirit said that there is someone around you that is a possible partner, but you are not, your ego, throat chakra too. So you might need to do some throat chakra recalibration. But there is someone around you that is a possible partner romantically, and I feel like you're just kind of giving them the cold shoulder, or not even considering them as a partner at all. But maybe open your eyes and see who's around you, and there could be something there. So, energy work. That's exactly what Danny got and what I got. Right now is a time to clear your energy. It's a time to move stagnant energy. It is a time to integrate higher vibrational energy and ground it into your reality. Notice the signs. Okay? Notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. Whoever that partner is, or the person, soulmate, they really want you to give him a chance for some reason. Go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on the situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far. Release and surrender. You gotta make room for that person though, right? We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. And the last card, can't make this shit up. I didn't even see this card till right now. Relationship. Your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with loving your Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper.
Now, I was about to read this card, and then Brooke went into her thing, and I think it was really, no, it's okay. It's everything's meant to be. That's when I paid attention to the comments, and you said your dad, you were talking about your dad. This message may be for you with regards to that. Focus on priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they need and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident.
Wow.
So if you're feeling that a priority is to go and be with your dad, then by all means be with your dad. If he feels like his life is about to end, then maybe you need to spend that time with him. And that becomes your priority. And it'll allow you to, not only snuggle with your father in his last moments, if that's what's coming about, but it will also help you to feel better and more confident in who you are, that you went and you showed up for him.
There's a learning lesson that is happening between the dynamic of you and your dad. I asked Spirit, all of these cards that I pulled for, that relationship that I was talking about, I think it's with your dad. The seizing the opportunity and relationship with your dad. Go for it. Release and surrender. And I asked Spirit, I said, are these messages for her dad? And I asked Spirit, I said, does she need to go and see her dad? This is the card that I got. Can you read that? Can you fucking read that? Father, husband, brother, son. Can't make this shit up. And the power of joy. Yeah, this is like a life lesson. This is something really significant to your journey. Embracing this moment with your dad is significant to your journey and the up-leveling of your consciousness. Wow. That was interesting.
Gina. Thank you so much,
Very
love.
interesting.
For allowing us into your energy and to bring you those messages. I think I'm going to call it because I am just like...
Got any more?
No, I think that's it. That was the last call.
You don't want to do one freebie?
I mean, if there's... I'm just like burning up. I could step outside for a minute if it's cooler out there.
I don't know. What do you want me to do? You can ask them if they want to. Is there anyone that wants a free reading? And if not, then we can just go back. But I just wanted to offer. To anyone that may need some assistance but might not have the ability to, donate right now. I want to be there for you because I love you and I support you.
We do.
And I know that if you could, and I know that you do, always support us in return.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone has a question that they would like done for free, we would love to assist you. And if not, it's been a wonderful night with you guys. I have missed.
Busy Bee, the list is now closed, but if you'd like a free quick reading, we can we'll shoot you one.
Seems a little meant to be, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. So put up your question, Busy Bee.
Weird.
And we'll get you whatever messages that come through. Oh, Michelle, goddamn.
Your wolf nightmare. Let me see the past life cards.
Sure. Do you want me to get the book?
Right. I thought it was in Spanish. Oh, yeah.
It's in
you printed
Japanese.
it for me because you love me.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say something.
Okay. Sounds good.
Take the helm, number 1, number 2.
Buzzy B, you came in at the perfect time. I would love a message from my deceased lover. That is so crazy. I just grabbed a past life deck. So crazy. Buzzy B, is there any reason Does it mean anything to you about the neck? The lover message from my deceased lover. Jaw. Anything with the neck? Busy bee. Is there anything with the neck? Does that mean anything to you? Like when I tapped into your energy, my neck kind of started to vibrate a little bit into my shoulders. Does that mean anything to you? Alright, busy bee, busy bee. Busy bee, busy bee, busy bee. Love you too, Gina. I felt a vibrating right here on my neck, but it wasn't like painful or bad, whatever it was. Well, I don't even know. It didn't feel like I don't know. Just let me see what she said. Y'all are the best. I love you. Love you too, Gina. Busy bee. He has an elephant neck tattoo. He was shot in that area. In his like neck from behind. And his name is Ja. Did you get the book?
Oh, shit.
Fuzzy bee, I feel that. I feel that he is around you a lot. However, I feel like he's assisting you or trying to influence you to release whatever the guilt and shame and regret is. And to be completely honest, I feel like he's in your energy a lot, influencing you to release that, but also he's in your energy a lot because the guilt and the shame that you hold imprisons you and enslaves you to a timeline that is not of your highest good. And it's actually affecting your health. Whatever that guilt and shame is, it is actually affecting your health, your physical health.
I don't think people.
How does that resonate, Buzzy Bee?
I don't think people want us to leave.
Feel better after you got a little breather?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, right?
The AC is just amazing.
This card, Buzzy Bee, is calling for you. From me. Whatever. I don't know. This is the card that's calling my attention. Ships. Your prior lifetimes spent on ships bring this card to you today. As a former sailor, crew member, or ship passenger, you have experiences at sea that exerted an influence on the situation you're inquiring about. You probably already have a sense of the type of life you've had aboard these ships. The question now becomes how your experiences have affected your present life. Negative reactions such as fears and phobias, or positive reactions such as longings to travel, or a special affinity for the ocean, all may have arisen in prior lifetimes.
So, Busy Bee.
I think the most important message that I got for you today is a need to really become aware and observe your patterns, the way you think, the way you perceive things, the way you negatively emotionally charge the thoughts that you have, the grief that you've kind of numbed out, right? They're wanting you to bring the grief up to feel it, because if you don't, it will start to affect your health. Read the health card? Okay. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, I don't have to. I can just do it right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so 47.
Michelle, you're up next. Get your question ready.
Fuzzy Bee, this is the last message Spirit has for you. Your relationship to health and healing is influenced by other lifetimes. You may be suffering from a physical problem that was inflicted upon you during your last life. Perhaps you reincarnated so quickly that you didn't have time to deal with the underlying issues. The underlying issues, the underlying issues. Yes. So, Fuzzy Bee, to be able to really embrace his energy, you have to raise your vibration to unconditional love, because he went to the light. He went to heaven. He went to the light, right? But he projects his energy down to comfort you. But to really be able to embrace the energy and the influence and his guidance, you have to release grief. You have to accept things as they are, but you don't have to accept them as truth moving forward. You have to take responsibility for the negative emotions and thoughts that you have, right? You have to forgive. That's the main thing that he's saying, is to connect with me, I need you to forgive. So that is what he said. To connect with me, I need you to forgive. Perhaps you reincarnated so quickly. Oh, wait. Your physical health has caused you hardship, yet it has also taught you a deeper level of compassion than you could have learned in a healthy body. Compassion, he said. Compassion. Compassion and forgiveness. You've also developed healing skills that can benefit others. In fact, you may already know that you are a healer. This knowledge was acquired in previous lifetimes when you performed healing for others. Back then, your earthly needs were likely taken care of by the community, so you may struggle with the idea of charging money for healing work in this lifetime. It's helpful to know that in this current Western society, everyone must charge for their work, including those who provide spiritually based services.
Okay, there you go. So we've got Michelle D for a freebie, a real quick reading, and then Shannon, you're up for a 40.
Okay.
After Michelle. So get your question ready and to post when we call your name.
Question, Buzzy Bee? I hope that helps you, honey. And if you need any other assistance, please email us. Look in the description, and it has all of our contact information. And maybe we can, or also, I would like to refer you to Jessica from Whispers of Grace Healing. She does regression work, past life work. She can look into those past lives and see what is still affecting and influencing you now. And again, that was Whispers of Grace Healing. Check her out. I feel like she could really assist you.
Michelle says, I'd love a reading about my wolf nightmares. Wolf nightmares.
First thing I heard is, how do they make you feel, Michelle? How do your wolf nightmares make you feel?
Not too good, I guess, if it's a nightmare.
You're welcome, Buzzy Bee. Love you.
Yeah, we see you. I don't know how to say that. Expetite appendix. Appendix?
XPX. That's who you are. No, wait. Her name is
Shannon.
Shannon?
Yeah. So
wow,
you're
different ways.
You're after Michelle. So, wolf nightmares.
Michelle, how does a nightmare make you feel? I feel something in my sacral.
Wow, look at that. Wolf nightmares, and there's a wolf.
Oh, shit.
A wolf and an eagle. Transform and unveil your gifts, Michelle.
Terrified.
It's the shapeshifter.
I thought that's what I felt, Michelle. In my sacral chakra, I felt very scared. Out of control, like I didn't have control. But this has to do with your gifts, apparently. I really can't sleep for a while after that. Okay. Ships. Okay. Michelle, the same thing happened to me. When Danny and I weren't together and I was living by myself, there was a lot of nights where I couldn't sleep, where I actually felt like I felt a presence. Like, they call it sleep paralysis, but I don't think it was that. I don't think it was sleep paralysis, but it was very fucking terrifying. It was terrifying. I felt like I had no control. What it actually was, though, was my own guilt. My own guilt was haunting me, and there's no way that spirit would pop that in my mind for no reason. So, and you got the ship's card, the one that I just read.
So here the message from Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Take the time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. In native traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into an animal to go journeying. If there is a wild animal you are particularly drawn to or fascinated by, the wolf, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditation or journeying practices to go exploring in other worlds. When you shift into animal form, you can see the world through the different eyes and tap into the animal's survival skills to help yourself through a particular situation. I'm really being called to tell you to Google animal spirit, wolf animal spirit. And there's messages there for you. The extended message says, you may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you are in a space of transformation. You are moving beyond your past challenges and honoring your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you are. You really are. You're an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents and you will share in your lifetime. You are guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. When this card arrives, there is also an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note if you are seeing a particular animal regularly in your nightmares, because its medicine is coming to you.
And what is the wolf's medicine?
The wolf's medicine? I asked her to Google that, but I can Google it right now.
It should be in here.
Oh, it's
That's
not.
all I can think about.
No, it's not about the wolf.
Developing your gifts and strengths.
Right. And the animal that appears to you is a strength of yours, right? So Google wolf animal spirit and it'll show you more. It'll reveal to you more. But it definitely has to do with your gifts.
Oh, wow. This actually says when you go into meditation, to go into being a wolf and you can see things differently.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, the guilt. Okay? I feel like your guilt when it comes to your father is haunting you. What's the deal with your father? I had the feeling it was a father or authority figure, father or authority figure. And then the father card came out. And there's some guilt. I don't know if he's a certain religion and you decided not to be and you feel guilty. I don't know. Give me a little bit of feedback.
She says, I know the wolf is...
I saw that.
Okay.
She said someone is going to pass. Like, what's going on with your dad? So I want to read this one to you. Biblical. When you read about Jesus, I love you, Jesus, and Moses or other biblical figures, you know that there's more to the story because you were there. Either you were a follower of Jesus or Moses, or you lived in Holy Land. You may have also had lives alongside other famous biblical figures. As a result, traditional religion interpretation of the Bible stories don't ring true to you. You know in your heart and soul what really happened. As such, you tend to follow your own religious and spiritual path. And I feel like you are doing that or did that or thinking about doing that, and you're afraid of whoever that authority figure is or your father is going to disapprove. And that guilt is imprisoning you and haunting you. What the fuck did the damn... I can't remember. Oh.
Your dad's Métis. Ben oui.
My dad is what?
Métis.
What does that mean?
It's a mix between, well, it could be French, Canadian, and First Nation, North America, or Native American.
And do you have a...
Well, by her last name, that's like...
contradiction to that? Or do you oppose that? Or do you practice something different? Okay. Where'd it go? Negative reaction, fears, and phobias.
So, are we good?
Yeah, I already got the message.
Okay, Michelle. Yeah, French and Cree, yeah.
What is your relationship to that, Michelle?
There's lots of good teachings when it comes to First Nation beliefs, and they've been passed on through word of mouth over the generations and generations and for centuries. So that was something I was really called to back in university, and it was healing because they are really what they're teachings from Spirit, right? Spirit showed the peoples of the Americas and indigenous peoples all around the world very similar teachings, and I found it really healing. So I don't know if you're feeling called to look into your roots, even to find the teachings that will guide you on your path, on your journey.
Michelle, they're really prompting me.
She's learning everything about Métis. That's cool. That's really cool. And it's healing too as well. It'll bring healing to you. Go ahead.
Michelle, they're really prompting me to get you to give a personal answer about how you feel. What is this? How do you relate to this information that you are learning? How does it make you feel? Does it feel aligned? Are you practicing it? I don't know why. It seems like they may be a little detached. And I reshuffled the cards again, and imprisonment and mother came out. So it's some kind of authority figure. Maybe that you're learning from. That could be true.
Yeah.
But on a personal level, there's some kind of emotion. How does it make you feel?
So good to have you a part of the Love Vibe Tribe, Michelle. We love on you, and we gave you a little bit extra tonight because we love you so much and we honor you.
They just guided me to look at the chat again. I said, how does it make you feel? And then she had terrified up there. So that's something to look into. Mm-hmm. It's all related. And it could be from a past life. That's why they're asking you to go on a journey within.
All coming up for healing.
And to write. Writing can help. I'm very confused about everything. So that's the point that they're trying to make is right now you're being called to what does Michelle personally believe? What is Michelle going to embody and create in her life? Who is Michelle going to work with spiritually? Is it Jesus? Who do you feel called to? And is there a fear of actually facing God? Terrified with the wolf and it haunting you and the authority figure, right? Are you kind of maybe deep down, who knows what happened in a past life, but it makes you a little bit scared to face God. But who is God to you in building that relationship personally? It's time for you to make a personal choice on what you believe, and what you believe is who you are, right? And who you are is what you experience. Last two cards, Celtic and transportation. I don't know if that means anything to you. Okay, now we're good.
So Shannon, you're up, and
Shannon
will be our last read of the evening. Okay. Shannon, post your question up again if you could, and we'll get right to you.
Lord, Spirit be making me work for it, y'all. I swear to God. I'm glad that we could get that though.
Yeah.
Come on. And Michelle, you know, if you need any assistance,
we're here for you, girl.
I got you, and we love you.
I just want to pump it out real quick. If you're interested in being a part of the Love Vibe Tribe on Facebook, that's where you can gain all kinds of love from people that are practicing unconditional love for each other. You can find the link down below. We also have merchandise down below that you guys have asked for, and more coming on the way as we get into our creative energies. And what else is down below? Personal readings. Really, we've got the Journey to Your Weighted Fate. All that section is going to change, so if you feel called to get a Journey to Your Weighted Fate reading, please do so now, because that's probably going to end up going up in the very near future. And then as well, we're probably going to be opening up the mentorship again, so just to keep you in the know there.
Shannon, the messages are coming in hot, baby, hot.
I'm in separation.
The very first thing I heard from Spirit, and I was going to say it, and then I was going to let the cards confirm it, but the card already fucking fell out. Like, it already fell out before I could even say it. So when I read your comment, I'm in separation from my person. We talked the other day. I'm manifesting him. Can you give me a present, soon, future with him or other outcome? You want to manifest? You cannot manifest on behalf of someone else. You cannot manifest someone, right? And as I was going to say that to you, this is the card that came out. Can't make shit up. Release your ex. When the time has come to clear your energy, when we try to manifest on other people's behalf, karma's gonna come back around and smack the shit out of you, because we are working against someone else's free will, okay? Mm-hmm. So when it comes to the present, soon, or future outcome with him, the first thing Spirit needs you to know is it is worth waiting for. It's worth waiting for. You're gonna have to surrender the eggs. Do not include him in your manifestation. What is it that you want? I want love. I want a healthy relationship. I want an emotionally stable relationship. Then you have to create that within you. That's how you manifest, okay? You want to manifest this relationship with him? Forget about him. And I want, write down everything that you want in a relationship. Write it all down.
I want a relationship for my highest good.
And also, you have to embody that. You can't. There's laws to this universe: law of attraction and the law of balance. We cannot ask for love and chase love because we feel abandoned or we can't sit with ourselves. If we want love, we have to give ourselves love. If we want a relationship, we have to build a relationship with ourselves. If we want emotionally stable relationship, we have to be emotionally stable within ourselves. And you have to surrender the control of someone else's path and purpose, okay? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Can't make this shit up. Love yourself first. That is the key, baby, right there. That's the key. If you can love yourself first, you can manifest anything. But don't put an expectation. Don't put the intention as, I'm going to love myself first so that I attract my twin or I attract my partner. No. The intention must be pure. The intention must be from unconditional love, meaning I love you unconditionally and I honor the path that you have to walk. I honor the separation within our physical bodies because it is essential for the evolution of our soul and our growth, right? Pure intentions of loving yourself first without any expectation from anyone else, okay? And let's see what else comes out. That's about it for me, I think.
Your energy, her energy. Or his energy, sorry. So there is a breakthrough and an awareness that needs to come to you first before any of that energy can come. I know when you chase, the energy that you're putting out is, we're going to continue. She wants to chase him, so we're going to continue the chase. And it's, he's going to keep running, right? So with the Knight of Wands in reverse, right, that passionate adventure is really what you're seeking. I don't even think it's really, tied to him. You're seeking a passionate adventure with someone, and he's in the forefront of your mind because of all that you guys have been through, right? But there are defense mechanisms within you. And it could be ego, right, that's deceiving you and saying, he's my focus of attention. This is what I truly want.
This is what love looks like.
This is what love looks like.
Redefine love.
And that chase towards that particular person, right, is never going to allow you to achieve that. You need to raise to a higher perspective. With the High Priestess in reverse, there's hidden knowledge that it wants to be shown to you, but you're not in a place of balance to receive that knowledge, right? Because you're focused on this one individual. Now, that could be your divine masculine, and it could be written that you guys do come together in this lifetime.
Can I add to that really quick? So
ahead.
Basically what he's saying is the lower vibrational way that you're perceiving through conditioned love. You're perceiving through unrequited love. Therefore, you cannot connect to a higher vibration or perception.
Yeah. So the energy on his side, because I'm going to take this as a mirroring kind of
hey Tanya, what's up, beautiful?
Circumstance, or like a twin flame deal.
Diana, that's awesome.
Because even in the twin flame dynamic, there is that story within relationships. The choice isn't external to you. The choice is an internal choice that needs to be made. With the High Priestess in reverse, all these cards are in reverse except the Seven of Cups, right? Painting yourself a new future to strive towards, rewriting the storyline that you seem to be stuck in right now.
You got to change your patterns. You got to change your behavior, point blank. Spirit wants me to be straight up with you. You have got to change your behavior. You have got to change how you treat others. You have got to change how you treat yourself. That's like your karmic lesson right now. Karmic partner. Whether it's your twin flame, your soulmate, or whatever, right now it's your karmic partner, and he's trying to get you to release your control, your ego's will, to change the pattern of your emotional response, the pattern of your thoughts, the pattern of your actions and behavior. Got anything, baby? Shit.
Now the bottom of the deck is the Fool. That's with this card from the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Tarot deck. It's an activation that's happening within you, right? If you want to see progress on the outside within a relationship, or if you want to call in your perfect divine counterpart, whether it be him, the person you're focused on right now, or someone that's actually really going to rise to the level that you need them to be able to see you, you have to in turn do that for yourself. So I'm working through these cards that are in reverse. I've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. He's the Midas touch. He's the one that can manifest anything and everything to him and have it brought to him, right? But with the Page of Pentacles in reverse underneath, right, those messages or those actions that are being taken or that want to be taken to you, that those messages that you're excited for but aren't coming into fruition, is all because of this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, right? That is the self-dependent, self-confident, reassured,
the emperor, as you say,
individual that you are. This is the lower arcana. What does Mike say? Empress, right? The woman that is confident and secure in her own being first, right?
And pure intentions. I do this for the highest good of myself and the highest good of all.
Yeah. So really, the focus is on what you create in this moment. What are you creating? And accepting the responsibility that I am creating the separation.
Did you turn your mic back up? Check.
Yep.
Check.
Audio check 1, 2, 3.
Am I the only one who lost sound? I guess so, Aaron. So real quick, while we're stopped, is this your reading form natural?
Expedite.
Natural.
Expedite pin X. I've been working on myself. I need to pull back my energy from him, knowing that the proper relationship is worth waiting for. Not interested in anyone else who...
You got the perfect tool for that. Look at this. Clear and shield your energy. Release your ex. Forgiving and learning. Forgiving is letting go, releasing yourself. Love yourself first. You even got third-party energy and karmic partner. So I don't know if you got any.
So 4 of Wands is at underneath the bottom of the deck as well, and it's really, yes, focus within. The work is there, and that will free up the energy within you, so that the energy you're putting out into the universe will come back to you that way instead of the energy of chasing. And it's all out there, right? That the one who is absolutely fulfilling for your highest good, whether it be this guy or a new guy or girl, is it wants to come to you, but continue on this path of growth and self-exploration, and move your focus away from, worry and into, focusing on creative things in your life that are going to revive the passion within to create beautiful things in your life, and then watch the beautiful things come towards you as if by magic. They wanted me to add to that.
And like all of this, my love, all of this comes down to healing an abandonment wound. That's what it all comes down to. There's an abandonment wound that's been playing on repeat. The trauma happened, the abandonment happened, the pain happened, the ego formed a story and a narrative about the pain, thought forms were created, belief systems were created through that pain, emotions were generated through those thought forms and beliefs, and that pattern is continuing to repeat itself. So where's the abandonment coming from? What happened? Have you forgiven yourself? Have you taken responsibility for the abandonment? Have you taken responsibility for the narrative that you created from the abandonment, right? And if you need help with this is exactly what we do. We have an entire teaching. Ask Erin. Erin is in the chat right now how her soul work with abandonment was and how it's helped. So if you would like any help when it comes to that, we would love to assist you.
Reach out and touch us. Now, I did pull a final card for you. You got more cards?
Oh, these just popped out. I just wanted to show you. Nostalgia. They just fell out altogether. Solitude. Got loneliness off of that card. Mute. The answer is no. Bound. Abandonment in the reverse, and muse. And that's just telling me, if we look at the abandonment, if we really look at the abandonment and change the story, discharge the negative emotions that are feeding the narrative, that are recreating this abandonment wound, this trauma, then we can find our muse, then we can find emotional mastery, then it doesn't have control of us anymore. But it starts with forgiveness and learning the pattern, learning what is keeping you bound. And I really think a lot of what's keeping you bound is your thoughts about the past and not being willing to bring them up to the surface. Because there's the thing, y'all. We can have some thoughts, and if we don't tell anybody, and they get more negative, and we feed them, negatively charge those thoughts continuously, and we think about it, we negatively charge those thoughts can turn into something so dark if we don't bring them to the surface, bring them to the light, that it can cause us to be someone that we are not, that it can cause us to contemplate taking our own life. That's what happens when we let the darkness take control, when we don't bring things up to the surface and deal with them and feel them and heal them, right? Your soul is calling you to heal. To heal. And you've been getting messages from the divine. They've been sending you, synchronicities and little signs here and there. They've been guiding you to the people that have the keys and the codes and the tools that can assist you at this time. But it is your choice. You have free will. And they love you and accept you, whatever you choose.
Now, when it comes to the wording in your description, can you give me present, soon, future, with him, or other outcome? This card, I think, is going to speak so clearly to you with regards to that. This is the abundance
PTSD. Okay.
This is the abundance mindset card, and it says, if you think your abundance as something that future or happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience.
Shannon, that is fucking beautiful. I'm so proud of you. You just said, my parents splitting up gave me a fear of abandonment. Good fucking job that you can actually know that, right? So sometimes we get to a point in our journey where we have to go back. Time is an illusion, you guys. And there's still that version of us that is suffering from our parents splitting up, that our heart is broken, that doesn't feel like their comfort, that doesn't know how to handle their emotions. And we go back and we reconnect because sometimes we sever the connection to ourselves in the past because it hurts too fucking much. It hurts too much. We have to block it out to be able to survive. But now you are strong enough into a point in your journey where you can go back and look at it. You can go back and feel it and heal it and be there for yourself and comfort yourself, right? And you can change. You talk about the past, present, and the future. You go back to the past, that ripples out to your present and it ripples out to your future. So not only are you changing the past, but you're changing the present and you're changing the future. It's funny that you said that and Danny brought it up. But, okay. That was some deep shit.
That cat has been staring.
I know. What is she doing?
For like 20 minutes.
I know. I saw. What is she doing?
I don't know, man. Maybe she sees some kind of spirit.
Dude, it's freaky. Like, the cat is staring at the wall at nothing. It's really fucking creepy.
Maybe nothing. Oh, I'll take a look. What'd you see?
Please tell me it's a bug. Please, there's something there, please.
Oh, there's a moth.
Okay, cool. I love you, Shannon. I hope that helped. And again, if you need any assistance, baby, we got you. Let me tell y'all a little secret. Before we get on these lives, I ask Spirit, I ask God and my guides to let my light, to let my energy, to let my presence here on YouTube be a light to guide my brothers and sisters, my soul family, home to me. Right? So if you resonate with my energy, it's because I called you home, baby. And I love you guys. My motherfucking love vibe tribe. I love you guys.
So thank you all for being a part of the show.
Yes. That was an awesome night. 11:40? What? I fucking love you guys.
It's almost been 3 hours with you guys, but we love you and we thank you for the opportunity to spend some loving time with you, Tanya. I see you.
I love you, Tanya, Diana, Emma, Shannon. Thank you for letting me read for you, Aaron. I love you. I love everybody. Send you all nothing but love.
Take care of you guys and namaste.
Namaste.